Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Bourbon Battalion / Battalion Cigars. What's up, Zach?
What's up, buddy? How are you? Welcome to all of our viewers. I hope everybody's ready for a great Wednesday night because, man, we got it. The next drop is here.
Yes, the next drop.
And, dude, are you wearing a new hat, by the way?
Oh, I'm just wearing one.
That's the
Big Fella's Mobile
fella.
Cigar Lounge. What's up, Stacy and Tater?
Oh, I got to turn on the comments. There we go. What's up, Tater Don?
Do that.
Stacy, welcome back after your marathon Irish whiskey trip last week. Awesome. I just got to know, how was the reception at Killowen, considering you were, the #1 ambassador. Had to have been pretty cool walking in there wearing that jacket. That's all I got to say.
That's what I
like official. Like, I belong here,
I pity the fools that ain't me.
That's right, dude. And can we we lost a few more people this week, dude. The Kimbe Mutombo. Holy cow, man. We lost John Amos.
There's quite a few people. Pete Rose.
We lost Pete Rose. Oh my goodness, man. Like,
we just lost someone else I just saw today. Who else lost?
Oh, Chris Christopherson there as well.
We lost him. We lost someone else too. I just saw someone.
Can you believe that Willie is the last freaking one standing? My goodness.
I know, right?
He's not standing, though. He's sitting.
The last of the highwaymen.
Oh, thank the Lord we have Lucas Nelson, because we will forever be able to remember his dad's legacy through his music as well. Not only his dad, but, if you didn't get a chance to see his dad, then you could have a chance to go see Lucas. And he's a pretty fantastic guy. Chris, there he is. Chris was getting all set up,
Yeah, I had to fly from the basement upstairs here, trying to make the stream look pretty.
He did, man. I like the few couple of subtle changes, man. It looks really good.
Yeah,
looks really good.
We're talking about a little tonnage tonight, so I figured it needed to be done.
I love how Jigs can tag everybody but me. He's just like Zach, because typically on everything else it's just Zach Andrews. You know what I mean? And here it's JBH. It's the whole Juicebox Hero thing. It's so funny.
Is that really what it is? Juicebox Hero.
Juicebox Hero's dad.
I love that, dude.
Madison's first Instagram name was Juicebox Hero.
Oh my God.
And so I was like, well, what am I going to be? I was like, I'll be JBHS_dad. So I'm Juicebox Hero's dad.
Dude, I love that. If I did that with my daughter, she just recently changed her name on here to Monster Lover.
Okay.
And yes. And it's a dual thing. It goes for her love of horror movies.
All right.
And the fact that she thinks she loves Monster Energy drink, even though every time she buys it, guys, she ends up dumping it out.
What? Oh, listen. That's not a real Monster Energy fan.
No. I think she's just trying to be a Monster Energy fan because
That's cool.
Her friends are.
Listen, I get it.
Yeah,
There's.
How these youngins roll.
Bobby, let's tell everybody what just dropped is available right now over at BattalionCigars.com. And we forgot to mention that we're also #1 on the Google search feature. If you just type in Battalion Cigars, we are your #1 search, man.
Yeah,
so right at the top of the page.
The newest cigar drop, the Ton.
Yes, sir.
So this is a This is a nice cigar. Different than the Valor, right? So this is a Robusto, so not looking at a Toro this time. And this is a San Andreas wrapper, Dominican blend, and a Dominican Cabano filler. So really nice. Got a lot of nice notes in there. I'll let you figure out what the notes are when you get it and try it on your own. But if you have questions, you can always ask us.
Oh, I almost fell over in my chair. I
Oh,
switched
man.
chairs. I switched chairs and I forgot. I went for the lean back and there was nothing there, guys. The only thing that saved me were the arms on the side. I grabbed them and it kept me from going over. Holy shit.
That would have
been great. Y'all would have seen my feet up in the air. That would have been great.
That would have been like, oh no, but that shit's funny.
Yeah, I would have hoped you all would have laughed at me. I really would have. I would have been laughing too.
I would have laughed if I heard you laughing.
Well, I told you I did clear out all the bottles and everything else. I started moving all this stuff downstairs, getting colder. So
yeah,
it's time for everything to move. So I actually would have landed on the gym mat. I have the horse stall mats in here because we got the workout stuff behind me.
Gotcha.
So I would have landed on 1-inch thick horse stall mats. It wouldn't have been that traumatic. It would have sucked, but it wouldn't have been that bad. Oh, so what's everyone drinking?
So I have found that I really enjoyed the Ton with its really dark, vibrant, spicy notes and that stuff with a rye. So for me tonight, I'm starting with the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye.
What's that, about 110, right?
This is
108.6.
right in there, 111.4.
Okay. I'm just trying to see it where I compare. I actually switched my low end one up. You saw I had the midwinter, but I didn't know if the finish was the right way to go. So I switched over and grabbed the rare breed rye.
Oh, that's so good. That is one of my favorite ryes. If I would have had it, I would have done it. But every time I have it, it only lasts like a day or so.
Yeah, it's a 112.2. So I'm right in the same ballpark as you here.
Yeah.
Well, since I'm just smoking a Valor, I just went with whatever I wanted. So
yeah. So yours will be here tomorrow. They were supposed to be there in time, but somehow we got there getting there a day later.
Dude, you always have to add whatever they say because once it gets to Houston, it's not like it goes through one hub. It goes through like 3 different hubs.
Gotcha.
It's like the main hub, then a North Houston hub, then
the porn hub.
Whoa, bro. We can't do that in Texas no more.
Oh, that's right. You guys got banned from that. I forgot.
We can't use it.
Redfin only.
That's funny shit, man.
So we got to use the sister stations. You know what I'm saying?
I said the Redfin only.
Oh, that one's terrible.
Well, hey, man. Sometimes you don't have options, like you just said.
Well, we still have options. It's just not the best option. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you don't have Mia Khalifa TV yet?
Oh, dude. No, that poor woman. Oh, I'm never going to regret my decisions when I'm young. I regret all of my decisions when I was young.
Oh my God. She's flip-flopped so many times.
Oh God.
Her
dude.
Political stances, her
her
life choices.
It's whatever benefits her now. But
so Chris, is this your first time having the Ton? So you've had one when you got it?
Oh no, I just got it today. I'm saying when we originally heard from out. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, this is the first time I've had one. I would have had one earlier, but I was packing up all those collaborations today.
Yeah.
which, 200. I got 250 of them done.
Is everybody?
That's
is
awesome.
Group excited they're there?
Yes, they're very excited. They know they're going out tomorrow. Those are just the ones I had labels for.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, once I said I had them, guys were like, "Oh no, I haven't got you my stuff yet."
Oh,
So then all of a sudden, like 8 more labels came in. But like, dude, I was done for a while. Sorry for them. I had to get our awesome little footer done, for tonight. I had to get the ton up on the website. They are up on the website. I got our email out to our email list a couple hours before announcing it here tonight. So
Yeah, I
I
saw
even
that.
started a whole new email platform, if you can't tell, because it is an actual email platform. It looked nice. It looked nice on my end. I hope it looked good on your end.
Everything came good on my end.
Man, it's almost like we're official.
I know. Once again, just I'm trying to level everything up as I go. We've got an actual kick-ass email marketing platform now.
Yeah.
You
So, what's your guys' thought on changing days?
I'm all in.
I am too.
To what day?
Well, it's either going to be Tuesday or Thursday.
Thursday's typically better than Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wednesday is super jam packed.
I know.
Everywhere. And I don't have to be on Wednesdays. It's just what I always did.
Yeah, dude, I always used to be Thursday, and then all of a sudden Thursdays became very convoluted. But a lot of the people that were Thursdays are now no longer online.
Right.
A lot of them. So Thursday's kind of freed up, so it doesn't bother me.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to do Thursdays an hour earlier. Because I know that's tricky, but it gets really hard for people on the East Coast.
I understand.
And I know that can be trickier because both you guys have young guys.
It's tough.
So maybe we can do we'll do regular time and see how it goes the first couple.
I mean,
Thursdays.
I could do, I could meet in the middle. I could probably say 8:30.
8:30. Oh.
And then he jumps off. Dude, he's mad at us. He yeeted himself.
He's like, there is no way.
He's like, I'm not doing this. Yeet, gone.
He's like, I'm out. Peace out. That was the fastest Irish.
Peace out, Cub Scouts. You're changing the time. I'm out of here.
What happened? No, seriously.
You disappeared as soon as you said I'll meet in the middle.
It stopped, and then it did this, and then I was there, and I was like, hey.
Well, you dropped You dropped, and then
did.
You literally said I'll meet in the middle, and you went right off screen, and you weren't backstage anymore either.
Yeah, you were off.
I'm telling you, dude. I didn't touch anything. I was sitting
I don't disagree with you. I was just laughing the way it happened.
I mean, it's okay if I got support, you know what I'm saying? But if mom was working,
yeah, dude, I get you.
It's doable. It also helps on, man. You know what? Even if I'm working on those nights, and if that's a late night, I can still get time to do 9. I wouldn't be able to. I start at 8. I wouldn't be able to show up on time.
Right. Well, we'll still keep it.
We'll make it work.
Regular time to start, and we'll see how it goes. If it ends up being that we can do 9:30 Eastern or something like that, just something to kind of help the.
I get it.
East Coast group, but Wednesdays is just jammed.
I torched them off.
That's awesome. You got it?
Oh, I got it. Its wing started on fire.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely Irish exited himself for sure.
I did it. I can't even. I literally can't see.
I took out that moth for Zach.
No. Is there a new? Is there a? I can't even see comments now. Last one I see is
No, I'm reading Instagram.
Oh, you're reading Instagram. I gotcha. I didn't Irish exit this early. I saved that for later.
Later. 2 hours later.
So I'll tell you something that I found really funny, right? I had this conversation with a couple of people, including my wife.
I'm going to worry when Bobby has conversations.
I've been really, really, really tired, like a lot. But I've also been going to bed really early. And I find myself like really just drained throughout the day, even though I got like tons of sleep. Well, last night I was in the mood to get on live and just kind of rattle around. And I ended up getting to bed about 2:30 in the morning. And I woke up at my normal time, like I would if I went to bed at like 8 o'clock. It didn't matter. I'd wake up at the same time. I've never felt so energized all day, like unbelievable energy, felt great. All that
Listen,
stuff. I think my body is only wired to sleep a certain amount of time. Anything more than that,
you're one of those less than 5 people.
Dude, I mean, for literally like I've been, just
I believe it.
And I went to bed at 2:30, got up at like 6:30, and I felt great all day. Like
I'm telling you, your body chemistry got rewired whenever you were in the Marine Corps, and you learned how to do with it, how to function on minimal amounts of sleep.
Well, I feel better. I mean, like I'm not even tired.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. There are times where I get too much sleep.
Well, I told her, I said, well, I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to keep staying up because I felt way better being typically what you consider sleep
Yep.
deprived.
Mm-hmm. It's not everybody needs 8 hours. You know what I mean? Like that's a generalization.
Yeah.
I go back and forth with that. I go at points when I do a lot better with little sleep, and then there's sometimes, depending on like what I'm doing all the time, I do need to get the full 8 hours. This is what it is, But more than 8 hours, no. If I go over 8 hours, I feel like shit. I feel like shit. Yes, my body hurts and aches. Yeah, 8 hours on the dot is good.
Yeah, I know that. I've had a couple of these now, and I tell you what, man, are they fucking good?
Yeah, I dig it, man. I dig it. I was a big fan from the beginning. I'm still a big fan here. I'm digging it hard.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain. I am going to tell you guys this though. Okay. So I've got to do this starting next week. The kids put me up to a challenge. They even came to me with their own money.
Uh-oh.
So my kids, they like to do the YouTube thing, right? So they started watching some motivational stuff, because they've been doing a little working out and stuff and getting after it. So one of the people that came up was good old Andy Frisella, if you're familiar. He's the owner of First Form Supplements.
Yeah.
Big time speaker, stuff like that. Does lots of good stuff. He's got his own podcast. It's political, not political. It's up to you. But they just cover weird shit that happens on the internet and shit that goes on. Kind of fun. Him and his partner on the podcast used to be a police officer, so it's kind of fun. And it's a white dude and a black dude that live in St. Louis. So there is a lot of perspective all the way around. But yeah, self-made businessman, started a supplement store when he was in college and turned it into one of the biggest supplement stores or businesses in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, Birch Farm's pretty big.
So he started a thing called 75 Hard.
Oh, I know what that is.
So the kids put their money together because they found out how much the app was for my phone and came to me with the money and said, Dad, we're challenging you to do this. So,
Dude, you know that. Listen,
so 75 days without drinking is about to start, gentlemen. So this is my last night drinking with y'all until about Christmas time.
wow, 75 hard is it's 75 hard is
It's
a tough thing. It's more than just alcohol. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, it's two 45-minute workouts. One of them is outside. That'll be a walk. I do that anyway. Not every day, like every other day, but now it'll be every day plus a regular workout. Reading 10 pages out of your book, picking a diet, sticking to it, no alcohol. It's not the worst. Oh, and drinking a gallon of water.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's the easy part. The water and the reading's easy because I do that every day anyway, so I'm not worried about that part. So yay, you're going to see a lot healthier Chris by Christmas time,
That'd be nice.
which is good anyway. You know,
That's real good.
I could afford to lose one of my kids off me.
Do not disagree. You know, I'll tell you what. So, you know, the nice thing about this cigar is that, you know, when you look at what the Valor is, flavor profile, taste profile, blend profile, this is definitely not that. It's not even in the same wheelhouse.
No.
It's very bold. It has a lot of nice pepper notes. It has like really good weather tones. It has really nice brininess. I mean, I find brine all the time in it.
I haven't got to the brine yet. I'm on the leather hardcore, and damn, does it go really good with this rare breed rye.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, really good full body high proof rye for where this is at.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Can't wait.
yeah, I'm super stoked. Like, this is super together. So I'm curious to get to my other two ryes I have out here with it. I forgot I got a fourth rye out here behind me. I forgot it's still in the bag when I was cleaning earlier when I was moving all the bottles around. And I found a bottle I bought like 6 months ago, still in the bag with the receipt. How do you know you have too much whiskey?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I got bottles out here with receipts and bags. I found more than one out here
Oh.
because it's like take it out of the car, stop
Yeah.
here when we're doing streams. I set them down and I just forget they're
Forget
in
about
these
'em.
boxes over here. And I pulled it out and I'm like, oh, I did buy that. Cool.
I didn't miss out. Yeah. I feel you.
And for any of you that randomly stop in stores, the game is officially on. The E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye hit the streets today in California.
Really?
At $79 MSRP.
As it should.
We'll
Already on secondary for $1,200.
Oh yeah.
we won't see it
The-
here in Houston. They'll save it for the Christmas, the New
Right.
Year's, the New Year's, whatever.
Yeah.
Wrap around the block, you know, here in
Right.
Houston that they do.
Yeah. The new Russell's single rick house came out today at the distillery.
Okay.
It came out at its normal $199. It's already on secondary for over $6.
Crazy.
I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll never see it. I'll try it. Dude, the last two have been phenomenal. They really have.
Yeah,
They
but
really have. But
it's good, but it's not $600 good. There's so many other things that I could buy for $600 then I just don't need.
Yeah, like 1,000 rounds of 5.56. I mean,
that's cheaper than $600.
yeah, it's cheaper than $600, but I'm saying that's something I can buy with $600.
I mean, that does sound like a good buy to me right now.
It's about $450 if you know the right people.
At the Farm and Barn here, Farm and Fleet. We have Farm and Fleet here. It is $3.79.
For a case of 5.56.
I think so. I have to check. That's what it was when I saw him last time.
Wow, that's like really low. Really low. But I mean, you are,
And that's the Winchester white box with the red writing.
Yeah.
Can you even buy that in Illinois?
Oh, all day long, buddy.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
You have to have your FOID card. I have a FOID card. You have to have your fire, whatever, you know. I don't even know what the hell it stands for. Firearm operator identification, I believe.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, firearm operator identification. Yeah, ID. Yeah.
Crazy.
But you have to apply for them. It takes you longer to get that, which, okay, than it does to buy a gun in Illinois. Because they're way behind. I think when the last person I know that did one, they're only supposed to take like 10 days. The last person I know that got one after 6 months. They got that slow during COVID, and they're still that slow. Yeah, Clint. So, yeah, your gun takes about 30 days to clear in Illinois.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. So, yeah.
I can walk out same day.
Yeah, so can I.
That is not how the state of Illinois works, gentlemen. Just want to let you know.
I mean,
But yeah, to buy ammo, anything, got to show the card, man. Got to show the card. If I go to Wisconsin and they ask for my ID, they go, "Oh, you're from Illinois. Do you have a FOID card?" I'm like, "Yep." They're like, "Oh, okay, good. Otherwise, we can't sell anything to you."
really?
Yes. Yes.
That's strange.
And Clint, you know as much as I do that it does not do anything to stop Chicago crime. Chicago crime happens
Hold on, guys.
more
Guys,
than one FOID.
Are you telling me that criminals don't obey the laws?
Not all the time. So, Chris, what's your take on the time now that you've had it?
I still, you know, it's starting to transition. I can't say the T word.
Stay it, man.
It's starting to have
he's
a
on vacation. He's on vacation, drinking
Dr. Pepper, the number 2 soft drink in the world. Yes.
He's still on here.
Is he?
On Instagram.
Hi, buddy. But yeah, dude, I started out with the leather, the light hints of pepper. I wouldn't call it black pepper. It's more of a white pepper note, like a really nice white pepper. It's that subtle, hey, I'm here, check me out. Then it goes into that nice change where I'm starting to get some of the like roasted coffee note, like a really nice roasted coffee.
Yeah.
Like if you've been in a roastery when they're roasting, you know that smell, and you have that cup of coffee while that smell's there. That's it. That's where I'm at right now with it. And dude, I'm absolutely enjoying it. And like you were right calling out on the rise. This rare bead's really good. I should have brought up my Old Forester cast strength rye because that's got that rye with that nice chocolate note too. That would have probably really set off here. But that old Carter, I've got an old Carter rye sitting here just like Bobby as well. And that'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. There's definitely chocolate in there.
It's been sitting here unopened, and I was like, well, that's a crime. That shit needs to get open.
Yeah.
But you know, I think that's the thing that's so unique about going through and tasting through them and finding your profiles and finding what they are to you, and then finding, you know, how do you elevate them? How do you make it better? How do you have a better experience? And I think that, we can give like, anybody can give, like some pointers and stuff like that. But I don't think it's fair necessarily when someone's just trying it to throw out notes. Typically, it's more of like, hey, let's put you in this and see how it works for
Yeah.
you.
No, dude, it's hitting a lot more notes if I wanted to get like bourbon nerd with it. I'm keeping it to the like simple, straightforward, like what really pops out that I think anybody would get right now.
Well, I try to, I did the ton with the bourbon, and it was okay, but it just wasn't the same as it was with the rye.
Yeah, there's
And
nothing
I'm
wrong
sure
with
that,
that.
if I sat down and put my thinking
Put
cap
your hand up on your hip.
yeah, I could throw down some scotches with this as well. There's certain scotches that come to mind.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna throw out my favorite one. My favorite one, just because I think it like hits the mark. I love my
Glen
Aleki's, dude, because I get that beautiful like
Well,
dark raisin note.
it's that sherry. It's that sherry, man. It's those old
It
roasted sherry
is.
barrels.
It is.
But
But
I
like,
mean that makes
but
sense,
you guys
right?
know I'm not a sherry person on a bourbon.
So I'm
I
gonna
do not like sherry on a bourbon.
open this bad boy.
Sherry on a
Nice.
bourbon is completely different
This
than
is bad.
sherry
It
boy.
is.
on malted barley. It is.
So
It just interacts in a completely different way. I also
so
think that the barrels that the scotches are getting are better than what the bourbons are getting.
yeah. So I get a raw meat note when I have sherry on a bourbon.
Ew.
Instantly get like a raw hamburger note. And that's how I can instantly tell you it is a sherry finish and sometimes a port.
Oh.
It depends on the port, but on a rye completely different. I don't get it on ryes, but on a bourbon I get that raw meat note and I don't know what it is, but it's there. And like I brought that up to Jeffrey Wack.
Oh.
Jeffrey Wack officially hates me when it comes to sherried bourbons now because he also finally placed that note he could never describe to himself.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, I absolutely hate you now, but you're so right. I get that same note.
Oh my gosh. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. Like there's a certain point. If a bourbon goes so far, like if it hasn't been sherried too long, it's fine. Now 4-gates with sherry in them, I can do because you got to know all 4-gate finishes are typically 45 days or less. When you start getting in some of these finishes that are 6 months, a year, and things like that people do, raw meat, dude. Every single time, raw meat.
That's just gross.
I've
So
never got raw meat, but I'll look for it the next time. And then I'll ignore it and move on. I was like, oh, that's that note he said. No,
Ooh,
move on. Pass.
I mean, you got that Rebecca Creek sitting behind you if you really want to ruin something.
Dude, up there, that Rebecca Creek is delicious.
It is really good. No, I don't mind that one.
That shit was good.
Is yours a single barrel or one of the original batches?
Dude, I remember when Rebecca Creek wasn't even whiskey. It was just a spirit.
Mm-hmm. I remember when Rebecca Creek was out and nobody knew what the hell it was, and I could get me some 12-year at around 100 proof. It was like, what was it, 98? I think it was 98 proof.
Yeah.
12-year MGP, 36%, at like $59. And now they sell for a couple hundred if you still have them. Hell, the 10-year sells for that now. That used to be out.
Oh.
I mean, I toured their facility back in the day. back when that's when I figured out that it was all just basically spirit. It wasn't even whiskey.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, that Michter's barrel strength is better than that old Carter
Oh, dude.
by far.
Okay.
Not even close.
Now you were with me the first time I ever had Michter's barrel strength rye.
Yeah.
You know, I found that in Kentucky Owl Rye deplorable. I wasn't at that point of my journey to enjoying rye. I wasn't. I thought they were both horrible. I absolutely love both of them now. They're like my favorite things. Like Michter's barrel strength rye now, I sit here and go, I passed so many of those up. Or I would pick them up and like tell people, hey, I've got this, you know. Do you have some of the other new stuff that came out? Because I know you like this and I don't. Now I'm
Dude,
like, I wish I would have kept every one of those. I'd have like 12 of them now.
Yeah, those are good.
man, there are so many things like that where I used to be able to just walk in the store, buy whatever I wanted. And because everybody was buying bourbon, nobody was buying scotch, right? And it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, nobody wants this stuff. Oh, it's peated. Oh, no, nobody wants that. And I'm like, yes, I will take more Springbank, please, sir. Yes.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
you
you don't want these local barleys? Oh, okay, I'll take them.
you know who you can blame that on? Honestly, the bourbon junkies when they started doing their
Yes.
like once a month Scotch
No,
stream, and all of a
when
sudden everybody started buying Scotch. Everybody.
I can tell
Everybody.
you the craziest thing, right? Like, so the only place I've ever found this note is in rye, and I found it probably with 4 different ryes, and this old Carter has it for me. It has a not as bold as some of the other ones I've had, but it has a dirt note.
Oh yeah, the old
There's
Carter
like-
Ryes do have those.
There's a dirt note in there. It literally is
Mhm.
like, out as a kid playing, you get some dirt in your mouth.
like dirt floor, like
Just
you know.
yeah, like dirt. Like if you got some dirt in your mouth.
Dirty old ass barrels that have been rolled on the floor and
Yeah.
on the dirt all the time, and it's kind of got through the
It's like
cracks
if you
somehow.
threw some dirt in there and somehow
Yup.
tried to wash it out, it hung around in there.
It imparted.
It is, and now I'm going to go to it because you said that, and that is one thing I do find. That's a fun little note in these. So I don't have the same one as
It
Bobby.
feels like there's a
Mine,
lot of things in there that could be really good,
I got a number 10.
but you can't get away from the dirt on the finish. It's still present.
I remember having that on some. I don't know about this one.
Now, this one in particular is the only time I've found it on Old Carter, but I can't get past it. It's there.
I haven't had this one since last year, December with Blake. When he came up, forgot who it was. I think Dustin. Dustin found this one for me and passed it on to Blake to deliver to me. So that's when I first got it, was last year around November. We cracked it that day and we drank it. I haven't had it since. So it's had a good year.
It's prime.
Just under the shoulder. Yeah.
It's prime.
It's got a great nose.
Now the nose is different on this than the palate to me. But when I get back to the back where the finish is, there's a dirt note there for mine. It's just there.
It is there. The one thing I do like about the old Carters is I don't get the spearmint and stuff. I got a nice rye note that's not overpowering, not subtle, but not overpowering. And then it goes into a really nice like black tea note really quick before it gets to what you're talking about, that earthy, dirty note.
Yeah.
And I like that. That's fun, because that's just it. We all had the opportunity, at least us and many of our friends, to have so many different things that having something like this is fun. It's
Well, the
really
weird thing
fun
is that like
because it's not like everything else.
I don't know that I would enjoy just sitting here sipping it on its own. But with the ton, it brings out a briny note more so than it was before I had it.
Interesting.
It makes it a little bit more. It makes a different flavor profile of my cigar that I like. Oh, I know. I love the rap. I love the band.
The band
Just
is kick-ass.
sexy. Just sexy boys and girls. Love this thing. Might have a bias, but I love it. And you ain't gonna stop me.
So Dustin's like, what rock gut whiskey you sipping on? Just
Dustin, I'm sipping on the bottle that you procured for me that you had Blake deliver to me.
That's funny.
And I can tell you, I got this bottle. Dustin picked it up for me via phone call when I went with Gary and Blake, and we were on our way to Driftless Glen to select single barrels for a store in Michigan. And me and Gary went through 29 barrels of Driftless Glen Rye that day, and we selected 7 of them. Yeah. Wasn't a crappy day. And Dustin scored me a bottle of Old Carter Rye in the process, and I believe he got it at the Party Source that day. See, I have a really good memory, kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
what's up, Ben? Cheers and
Well,
happy New Year.
Dustin, if you ever come here, I probably have 20-ish bottles of Driftless between bourbon and rye, and then when it comes to the 375 sample bottles that are all single barrels, there's probably still 60 to 70 of them here. There's plenty to try. Come try. I think I've got one sitting down here. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, I do.
Dude, Zach, I just for no apparent reason, I don't even know why, but I ended up looking at like real estate down in the DFW area.
Uh-huh.
Dude, that shit's affordable as fuck.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you are.
Some of the stuff I looked into, some of the areas was really, really good.
Oh, their single malt needs a lot of work, Dustin. It needs about
I've seen some stuff.
8-10 more years.
I mean, you,
It's in a good area. I
apparently
saw
you
some
weren't.
stuff in a good area that was not bad.
I mean,
I'm not saying that I'm moving, but I was like, if I had to.
I mean, I'd disown you if you moved to Dallas.
Well, it's not like I want to move to
He wants to be a Cowboys fan. The Browns ain't doing it for him anymore.
I'll tell you what, I would take being a Browns fan over a Cowboy fan any day of my life.
Oh,
I consistently know what to expect. Sadness. I know what to expect.
Well, I mean, the Cowgirls, they're just delusional, you know. Until Jerry
Beautiful
Jones
stadium.
It's if you like that the punters can punt the ball into the giant screens.
Yes.
Because they're in the
that
middle
is
of
a skill. That's a skill.
It is a skill. It is a skill. Wouldn't you think that you would have thought about that shit before you? No, bigger's better, right? Bigger's better. Jerry Jones. Jesus. Oh.
So I got to ask that because Chris said something and he told me about it. And, I know that we're smoking the ton. You're on the Valor.
I am on the Valor.
We did say that our second cigar is we're going to smoke the OGT drop. And I was not thrilled about it until he said, you said you liked it.
It is okay. I'm gonna rate this against other OGT drops. And
Okay.
those it is probably like a 7.5.
Because this is still by one of the ones we really disliked.
I know. It wasn't that bad.
Well, the first one was. The first one was rough.
Yes.
I've smoked cardboard.
I agree. This one I didn't think it was that bad.
That first one is the first OGT cigar I've ever had that I had 3 of them. And after about a half an inch, I threw them out.
The one thing I'll say for that cigar, and I told Zach that this weekend, I smoked another one of those, the last one I had, because I might not have
smoked
finished.
all 5 of them.
I might not have finished mine either. But the last one I had, when I finally had it, it smoked through all the way perfectly fine. I got notes on it I had never got before, and it was pleasant. It was. I would put it in that 7.5 range.
Yeah, you know.
I
You know,
smoked all 5 of them,
like
and
if they would have all smoked that way, I wouldn't have felt as bad as I felt about that grouping originally.
I smoked all 5 of them, and I got all the way through 3 of them, and there's no way I'd put them above a 5. I would be just as happy with getting JR seconds.
Okay. I am rating them in the range of what they are, not comparing them to everything else. So, they are on their own scale. You know, I
It's not something. Okay, it's not something that made me want to go buy anything else by them.
No.
that's fair. I like the.
But in the same point, just to be fair, I've tried a lot of other revered brands that I would not go buy either after having multiple offerings.
Yeah.
So
I think the filler. It's the filler. The filler was lacking something. It wasn't the. I thought the wrapper was okay. Initial light wasn't bad. Just kind of didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for this,
mine went somewhere, went right into my fire pit.
Yeah.
I literally was on a live stream, and I threw it in my fire pit.
Well, I had my first one with you at your house, and that's what happened to mine.
We threw them right in the fire pit.
I tried it. You hadn't tried it yet.
Yeah.
And I had issues with it.
But that wasn't this newest one, right?
No, not the newest. No. This was when I went to Bobby's house way back when. It's like forever ago now.
Those were not good.
No.
Those were. I'm not going to say they're not good, but you had to have a unique.
No, the two that came after it, the 2 offerings that we got after it were leaps and bounds above it.
Yeah,
leaps and bounds. I was happy with those. I wish I had more of both of those.
Yeah, I mean,
I enjoy those.
The newest one, like if I were to put it on go up against everything else, I'm gonna say okay, it's probably like a 6.
I'll tell you what though, Chris.
Right.
I'm jealous because I think that the ton would go excellent with the Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye because I know what that tastes like. That's one of my favorite ryes out there.
Right now, that Rare Breed Rye slaps the Old Carter.
Oh yeah,
with this cigar,
barrel strength slaps it.
Yeah, I'm curious how this 10-year, 364.5 day MGP from Traverse City I have out here is going to go. Yeah. I also do have my the last of my 2021 Thomas Handy sample out here.
You know what? I have some JD single barrel proof rye.
Oh well, right there, that'll be a winner all day because that chocolate note that comes through on that. Oh my god! I was gonna bring that out here, but I knew tomorrow wouldn't be a good day if I did that because I have this issue with those JD ryes. Daddy liked to drink them.
They go bye real fast.
And I just keep on sipping and going, ooh, this is good.
That's what we were drinking last night on stream.
Oh, Mr. Tats, what's going on? Mr. Tats was hanging out with that good fellas or godfathers. Godfather's Goodfellas.
Cheers, Chris.
I always get those mixed up. It's Goodfellas.
All right, well, let's try this.
Home of the best drinking breadsticks you'll ever have in your life. If you're drinking in
Here.
Louisville, Lexington, or in 11 other cities. Dude, those breadsticks, they're like 15-inch long breadsticks, dude. Just like,
Pennsylvania, broadleaf, Nicaragua. That should still be in the right realm.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a broadleaf. It's
Yeah, the broadleaf is definitely, to me,
I like
the winner in the rye.
Was it my most favorite cigar? No, but I thought it was decent.
You're already there? I'm getting there. I'm over halfway. You should be impressed. I'm over halfway. I've been talking too much, so I'm going to switch over to this. Should be 11 year. It's going to be a 10 year.
Y'all had that Robusto.
I'm going to go to JD.
That's not a Robusto.
Well, y'all had the Robusto, and
we had Robustos.
Toro, so.
Yeah, you're on the Toro. Hey. So yeah, I'm going to this Traverse City.
Okay,
this was a barrel pick.
Okay, so hold on. It requires me to drive past Party Source.
Dustin, you know, with that comment I said earlier, you weren't on here yet. My little boys came to me with their money. They've been watching some YouTube shorts and found Andy Frisilla. They brought me the money to buy the 75-day hard app, and I have to start that next week because they have challenged me to that. So I know all about the gym. You're gonna see Skinny Chris by, you know, Christmas time.
So I pivoted. I saw something that the Gunny left down here.
Oh.
So I decided I'm going to go with the Smooth Ambler Founders Catch String.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't do that. Oh, it's the rye. It's the rye.
Oh. It's the straight rye.
I thought you were talking about the 375 bourbons they put out at one point, which were the most god-awful things to ever be produced by a bourbon company ever.
So this is the 2021
batch. Ever, boys,
series.
Ever.
122.6. I've had this. I mean, that's why there's only that much left. We opened it. It was brand new. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to drink that because...
I don't know, Chris. This gym's a bit different. Oh, no. What is... Oh, no.
I'm excited. I'm excited now. No. Whenever a picture is involved, I'm excited.
Was it like the ones from the 80s? Was it like the aerobics gyms? Is that what Dustin's going to?
No, man.
You know?
Bro.
Oh, they went to Neat last night in Louisville.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
nice, man.
Neat's a lot of fun, man.
Dude, when the first thing I see is Buffalo bars, yeah, dude, you're getting, yeah. This is like a Louis style gym.
Oh.
Another Ohio famous person, if you know who that is. I'm not going to get all into it, but Dustin's going to get yoked. Like yoked.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This gym is a bit different.
Yeah, no. This is like I said, a Louis style gym. This is like lift it, get after it, slam it, scream, yell, smelling salts, hate your life type gym. I like those kind of gyms.
You mean no Planet Fitness with the lurker alarms?
There ain't no lurker alarm in this damn place, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious, man.
Well, Dustin, my gym out here is going to get a workout because, you know, we're going to see how good these 1-inch thick cow mats are because I'll be dropping some shit too.
So are you saying that like your kids are throwing out a challenge, so we got to see where we get by a certain time?
Well, it's 75 days, so, and dude, I don't even want. I'm gonna look at the scale day one. I'm gonna look at it day 75. That's gonna be.
Right.
I want to surprise myself and see how well.
When are you starting this?
Monday.
Well, I will start something Monday, but I am not giving up whiskey and cigars. So
he didn't say that.
That just doesn't sound like something I want to do.
Bro, cigars are still in.
Well, I'm not
Cigars won't stop.
It'll just transition.
There ain't no way that's stopping.
I'm not even,
That's the
Chris,
last time I did like a month and a half with no drinking. It was a lot of coffee, um, which was all right. But I did cigars. I smoked more cigars at that point than I'd ever smoked. It was my only getaway. It was my only getaway.
Post workout beer. Well, yeah, you need to.
Dude, when you're drinking with bros like that and you're going at it hard, beers are allowed.
It doesn't even.
I'm just doing this, my kids are asking me to do it, and I could use being a hell of a lot healthier for them and for myself.
Well, to recreate a routine, right?
Well, sometimes I forget how much I used to like being dead sexy and wearing nice clothes and doing all those things. So it's time.
Yeah.
It's been long enough.
it's overrated. I've done both.
Oh God, you've only seen one other person there. So is this like
He's just
CrossFit style gym / go hard, but they come to CrossFit early in the day and then nobody's there at night? I used to go to our first 24-hour gym here when I was playing baseball, and I was there 2-3 times a day in the off season getting ready. Like everything had a different step of what I was doing. There would be the running phase, there would be the lifting phase,
Dude,
stretching phase.
Cass is cracking me up with that comment, dude. That is so funny.
Dude, okay, so let's be brutally honest with this dog. What the fuck is its problem? That's all I'm going to say at this point. Okay, so Bridget puts the dog in its crate when she goes to work, so I'm able to get the kids off to school and not worry. As soon as I get them to school, I'm back home because I'm working from home full time now. I get back in the door. I open the dog's crate. That's like at 8:15, 8:20 in the morning. That son of a bitch is still laying in his crate, staring at me anytime I walk upstairs. Still at like 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. He just stays there. He leans his head out of it like this, he just looks at me. And he just looks at me, and I'm like, "Come on!" I'll go up. He'll let me pet him. Last month he hasn't let me do that, but the last 2 weeks he's let me go up and pet him while he's doing that. But he doesn't come out of the crate until Bridget comes home or the kids come home. As soon as the kids are home, he's out. He's playing with them.
Sounds like you need some treats.
Well, dude, I give him treats and he won't take them from me. He just stares at them. I try to hand him the treats and he like tries to cower in the back of the cage. I've never done anything to this dog ever.
And he's like,
yeah, but you know what? You and I both know that he had trauma because of males.
Oh, he had major trauma because of that first male in his life. There's no doubt about it. We've talked about it.
So just listen, dude. You know what? He's still young. Just the patience part of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. Because,
well, I don't take it personally anymore. I just laugh at it, Listen, like, what am I going to do?
Ernie doesn't wag his tail for anybody but me.
Well, this dog wags his tail for everybody now but me.
I mean, it's like, okay, dude. Oh, and he's on the most expensive dog food that you can fucking buy. I swear to God.
What do you pay?
It's $155 for a 35-pound bag.
Ouch.
Dude, that's with the discount. That's with discount.
What freaking brand is it, dude?
TheraPlus.
Ooh.
It's like it's like, dude, it is pure, like, no preservatives, like, dude. It's,
well, I
It's
upgraded that. I upgraded this spool. I upgraded him to what I used to have my Corsos on. So we're on Call of the Wild, and he's doing the venison and buffalo with
Yeah.
sweet potato and blueberries.
Gotcha.
Loves it. Loves it. His stools are so much better. No more
Well-
farting issues like he used to have. None of that stuff because there's no filler
Yeah.
crap in
None of
it.
that filler bullshit.
There's
Yeah.
no crap in it. Like you were talking about, it's more expensive. I pay like $30 for the 20-pound bag.
Yeah.
I think the 35 or 40-pound bag's like 60.
This is only available through the vets.
Ugh. So you know you're getting screwed there.
Oh, you know it.
Well, I can tell you, we've had a little bit of like a rebellion in the house with the pets because I am watching my oldest daughter's dog while she's in Florida,
Okay.
and she only has this dog, no kids, no nothing, and so she custom cooks all of this dog's meals. And so she brought us a thing that his meal is fresh chicken, fresh salmon, green beans, and rice. And the first day I put it out for this little dog, my dogs looked at me like, gave me the middle finger and like shit on the floor.
I'm not gonna lie. Arrow's getting all the chicken trimmings that from me meal prepping for the week. So he's getting all the chicken trimmings right now as one of his meals, as well as pumpkin because the kids carved pumpkins this weekend. So we saved all the pumpkin and chopped it up. So instead of getting his first cup of food and then his second cup of food or whatever, it's more than a cup, but whatever the damn measurement is, it looks like a cup.
Dude.
He gets a bowl of the raw chicken and the pumpkin right now.
Dude,
Yeah,
I mean,
spoiled. He's freaking spoiled.
At this point, I'm like, I could go buy all organic shit and be cheaper than this bag of dog food.
Well, I'll tell you what, Zach, the second day that shit was in there, I was kind of looking for lunch, and I went in there and looked, and I was like, oh, that looks good. I was like, wait, that's the dog food. I literally looked at it like, that fucker, man. There's 50% of the people on Earth aren't eating as good as this fucking dog.
No.
The salmon is sushi grade salmon. It's fucking killer good. And I'm just like, ugh.
I mean, but like, that's the thing, dude, is like, I could go to the store and I could just buy a shit. I could buy all the ingredients and cook his meal for the week and be a whole hell of a lot cheaper than what.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
oh, dude, all Arrow's bones that he has, they come straight from the local butcher. They're fresh as hell. I pick them up on Saturdays. We put them in the fridge. I get him 2 good size sliced femur bones with the marrow and everything still in them, not cooked, just raw. He goes through 2 of those a week, and honestly, that shit's cheaper than going and getting the crappy stuff at the store.
So is Bourbon on the Banks this weekend?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Is it a ticketed event or just a show up? Is it
100 ticketed? Yeah,
it's
sold out. It's sold out like a good month or so ago.
Oh, I'm just curious. Never met.
Here's the worst part.
Another event I was supposed to be at.
Ooh. Here's the worst part, Chris. Ernie don't have the teeth for that. All his teeth are gone, so he can't chew on bones like that. But it whatevs, man. Hey, you know what, dude? If it makes him feel better, he lived for fucking 6 years, and who knows what he was chewing on to make his teeth look that bad.
Right.
And like, you know what? If he feels better because of it, you know what? It's fucking worth it. I'll make it work. We'll figure out something. Any 4K dropping before the holidays, Chris?
They're working on it right now. They're
Wow.
There are some big things in the works in the Four Gate land. I've been privy to find out there's big things in the works in the Four Gate brand, and I'll know more very soon. So once I know, you'll all know. I know one thing that went on, which is cool. I'm looking forward to it. If everything keeps on going that way, yeah, man.
It's a good direction.
Yeah. There's some good things in the works. It just depends on how they work out.
Wow.
There's been a few places that have done that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing that. I mean, Sealbox did that with some stuff. They cleared out some of their stuff. They're restocked again. All of our Four Gate stuff is available at Sealbox, but go through the Four Gate website if you really want to find it. Click on the bottle. There'll be a buy now under it, and you can get them that way. But right now, that's where that's at. So, Jack Rose on the weekend was a 1980s Virginian gentleman.
Wow.
Scotty the body, dude. Those old Virginia gentlemen are really good. I was privy to a couple of those. I won those on a Dusty Dan giveaway. Dude, I got like a 1940s, and I think I got a 38, a 44, and then a 60 was the three that I got. And
wow,
I enjoyed all of them. It made me start looking for them, and I found them. The prices aren't as bad as you would think on those, honestly. I'm kind of shocked. It's one of those brands that doesn't garner like.
Is it flying under the radar?
Huge? Yeah. It's, don't get me wrong, they're expensive. They run in the $300 to $400 range, but when you look at some of those bottles from back then, the prices they garner, dude, that's peanuts. Shit. That's peanuts in the Dusty game.
But people are paying that for good quality, like late 80s Austin Nichols stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on! People are paying $600 a day for that Russell's frickin' Rickhouse Camp Nelson single Rickhouse B today was $600. I'm going with the Handy 2021 now. Right now, I'm gonna say that Rare Breed and that Traverse City 11-year are tied.
Oh man, that's great, Chris.
Well, I'll have to go to something else. So far, the ones I've had, the Michter's barrel strength is leading the pack for sure.
Okay.
Dustin cracked me
up. Leave it for Dustin to throw the hot take, right?
No, this is just like in your face rye with.
I think I'm gonna
that orange citrus note. This isn't gonna be it. This ain't gonna be the winner.
Maybe I'll do an E.H. Taylor rye. I have E.H. Taylor rye sitting over there somewhere. Oh, I gotta look around, see what I have laying around.
See, I got in his head after I said that E.H. Taylor barrel strength rye popped off today in Cali.
Well, I don't have the barrel strength.
By the way, for anybody wondering, it's 126 proof.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, I hope they blended it to the profile of the single barrel when I did that Sazerac pick. Because, dude, it was strawberry all freaking day. It was a beautiful, beautiful strawberry, almost like brambleberry with some rye to it. It was amazing. And they do not blend any of their ryes to that profile, and I think they're missing the boat 100%. No, just 1200, man. 1126 is like way too cool. It was 126 proof. It was 1200 on secondary. $79 MSRP. And Tats, you do that. You do that, damn it.
I gotta say though, Zach, this is better than the other Shafiat shit we had.
I know. To
This-
the Pennsylvania
this is
broadleaf.
better.
The
This is
Pennsylvania
better.
broadleaf. It's still, as you get through the middle, and once you get through the middle of it, there's something in the filler that kind of is washed out as you get through the middle.
Well,
And
so far where I'm at
it
now, it's
it
still
just kind of, it kind of just goes muted, kind of to
How-
like a single note about midway through, and that's kind of what you're left with. It was kind of I thought it was much more interesting to me the first half versus the second half,
yeah.
which is not the normal. Normally you kind of go, okay, first half, and then second half was better. For me, I liked the first half a little bit better.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. I will say this: it did get a bit warm on the fingers as it got down to the bottom.
Ah,
So I wasn't able to like smoke it all the way to a nub. Like I had to kind of put it out at like the inch mark, just because it was really hot on the fingers.
I
yeah.
do not have my poker out here. Now I'm a little disappointed.
I've had so many blisters that I'm just calloused in that area now. So I'm just like, whatever.
Oh man,
You know,
four kids later, we already know you're callous in more ways than one.
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, I can change an oil filter without an oil wrench. Let's be real.
Well, I wasn't talking about that, buddy.
Oh, you talking about the other callus?
Mm-hmm. Nub rubbing.
Rubbing.
I will never forget my roommate from college. His grandfather was one of the greatest men ever, and I remember him telling us, "Boys, that thing used to be so long this woman couldn't handle it," and she just giggled her ass off. And he goes, "But these days, I done rubbed that nub down like a pencil. Now she just loves what she gets."
I'll tell you what would have been funnier is he said back in the day that thing was so long she can't handle it, and now she still can't handle it.
That would have been better. That would have been better.
Can't find that fucker.
All right,
It's nubbed down.
So I heard a really insensitive joke.
A what? Insensitive?
Insensitive. So it's like perfect for this, right?
Isn't that anything in 2024?
Pretty much. So you guys all heard about, the theory about white men can't jump, right?
Yeah, I saw Woody Harrelson before.
Well, but I mean the contradiction to that is, did anybody ever see the 9/11 footage?
Wow.
That's a little like that's a little insensitive.
Oh, it's a little insensitive.
At least you did say it was insensitive.
I put the trigger warning out there. I warned everybody it was going to be insensitive.
Marty, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, Marty?
We're smoking our second release, the ton,
Oh,
available now on the website.
I have another
50
one,
bones
but
for a 5-pack.
It's a little too close of it's just a little too close. Yeah.
Woo! That's freaking great. And as for Tats's comment, Tats still talking to James, who they hired on as their national brand ambassador after Bourbon on the Banks gets through. Now he's been there a couple weeks. We're going to be doing a stream with him pretty soon. Don't tell my kids. I might have to, fake drink on that one. I might drink and spit. That's allowed.
Listen, I can tell you this. When I went through my whole entire thing the first time I did it, whiskey was 100% allowed, and it did not do anything to stop me from losing 100%.
It's not allowed in 75 hard, damn it.
Well, you know what? Do 74 hard and throw that one out.
If I mess up one thing on one day, I have to start back from the beginning. Otherwise, I am not 75 hard.
Well, it sounds like you're about to be like 148 hard.
Probably.
There's no, I can tell you right now, there's not a single chance in the world that I would go 75 days without having a drink of whiskey with a cigar. That ain't gonna happen.
I did 35, and I told those people that they were crazy, that I wasn't, first thing I wasn't going to do was go home and have a freaking sip. And first thing I did when I got home was called up Bobby, and I said, "Hey, buddy, you ready?" And he said, "Yeah, let's do this."
Yeah.
That was the best
Dude.
damn. That was the best damn fucking whiskey. I swear to God, dude, it was the best fucking whiskey.
When I did it last time and lost a really good amount of weight and felt really good was a couple years ago.
What samples? What samples, Vic? I don't even know what samples you're talking about.
I got stuff coming for Vic. It's in his package on his way. So never mind, they're coming to him. Big Vic got a package coming.
You see that, Chris?
Yes, those are on their way to you too, with the other freaking 50 damn boxes I packed today.
So we can start showing them oh man.
So Bourbon on the Bank starts when? Saturday? Friday?
It's just Saturday. It's one day.
One day. So where's it at?
It's in Frankfurt, right on the banks of the river.
Oh, okay.
So if you kayak up the river, then you could get in for free.
Good luck. Those banks suck to get up. I wouldn't do that.
Or you could just talk to some people and say, "Hey, dude, I'm down in this area. Let's get together."
Dude, it's a long enough freaking walk from the Airbnbs and the hotels to get down there, down to the river. I did that at like 6:30 in the morning when, there was still frost on the ground and everything else to go set up. I got my coffee on the way, and it was a tidbit wow after, being up until 4 in the morning with everybody and getting 2 hours of sleep and walking down there. You want to talk about insta sober? That mile and a quarter, mile and a half walk, that'll do it to you.
I'll tell you another way to get instant sober.
No problem, Vic. I got you, bro. I got you. You got goods coming. You got goods, and you got other Chris Love coming in there.
Oh man. Well, give me a second. Let me go grab that other cigar. I'll be right back.
No, Dustin's right. The event's all right. It doesn't take long to get through in my opinion. I know it's really long and stuff, but there's a lot of just kind of like whatever stuff. A lot of the places don't bring their best stuff. It is definitely not like going to the Bourbon Festival a couple weeks ago where everybody's selling their LEs and pouring LEs and stuff like that. Like Maker's Mark was pouring basic stuff. Like the best thing Maker's Mark was pouring across from us was their 46 cast strength. Like you're not finding stuff like that. Like at Foregate, we were pouring stuff that was beyond what other people were pouring. Bardstown was pouring their collabs and things like that and single barrels. They do a great job at those events. I'm sure Green River will be doing the same thing. If you haven't had the Green River single barrels that they're doing as releases for the gift shop and stuff like that, or for your local stores now that they're all cast strength and not proof down to 119, holy shit, amazing. Get on those at $60. Probably one of the best single barrels out there in my personal opinion right now. I'm excited for the one I picked to come. Really good. But a lot of the other distilleries just really weren't bringing anything. You were going to try stuff that was shelfer stuff by most of them. I would think that, you know, Tats is talking about Larkin. How do you say it? Larkin or Larkin? I don't know. I gotta ask James more about that since they changed your name from
Hey,
Lawrenceburg.
Chris, you want to throw the link to jump in here if anybody wants to jump in?
Of course I can. But they were putting out some really good stuff at the last two bourbon events there in Kentucky. And I know they had something special for this weekend that they were doing, that they were just bottling. So I would stop at their booth 100%, check them out. Their 8-year bottled in bond was a huge hit at the Bourbon Festival. Voted one of the top pours there. Check them out. They're doing some really good stuff, man. Fourgate's gonna have some good stuff there. You're gonna see Calvin 6 and probably some single barrel CBO stuff there. Bill and Bob have put out their own single barrels that are available across the country, beyond just picks. Bardstown has some cool stuff out. Green River has cool stuff out.
Green River has some great stuff.
Yeah. Old Louisville, if they're there, will have some good stuff out. That'd be somebody I would hit up. Go see Chad and Sarah. Their booth is always fun. They have couches, chairs there. They sell their candles and all kinds of cool stuff. They're usually right across from Fourgate. Go see them. They're a blast as always. A couple of the great podcasts that are strictly podcasts only, not YouTube shows or anything, are there. They put on some good spreads. You get to meet them. Very knowledgeable people. Very fun. It will give you a different perspective from the YouTube or Instagram crowd. These guys have been doing it for years and have very huge online followings when it comes to just the podcasts onlys that are on, you know, your Spotify's and your Apple podcasts and, you know, things like that. Check them out. They're good, man. They bring on some awesome guests and stuff. They do some good stuff. Other than that, your regular distillers are going to bring you their shelfers, you know. If you're there for swag, you're in, man. Go get your pins, go get your stickers. Pours, I wouldn't waste my tickets on them, man, because you're getting regular shelfer shit. My opinion. And that's from me being there 2 years. So.
All right. So it's time to change over. I'm going to the.
Oh, I'm so jelly right now. Not gonna lie. You know what? I'm gonna pour my damn Green River with the end of the ton here before I switch to the next one. I'm getting hardcore leather notes here in the back end, which are really good. I'm really liking it, and I think this Green River is gonna rock with that.
Oh, I definitely think
We're gonna
that
switch
Green
it up
River.
a little bit. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. A little
Oh yeah,
signatory cash strength Glen Talkers, 22-year-old.
G Talker. Zach's got a G Talker. Hey, links there, guys. Anybody wants to jump in with us? Let's talk cigars. Let's talk life. Let's talk bourbon. Let's talk whatever.
Oh, God, dude.
Mine is. Let me look. 127.8.
What's up, Dave?
127.8, Dave.
Oh yeah, dude. The Green River pick, Bobby.
Oh, I would imagine.
It's 21% rye, but it hits right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I am not gonna honestly, with how little bourbon I bought all year, I told old boy when we picked this stuff, I'm definitely good for myself a case to put away because it's really good. I really like it. I might buy more just to put it away because I like it that much. It's just really good. It's went with most cigars I've had it
Was
with.
that the Green River cask strength rye?
It's the single barrel. No, not rye. This is a bourbon.
Oh, but is there cask strength, right?
Yes. Yeah. This is right now. It's at one.
I have yet to have any of the cask strength Green River at all.
This guy's 132 proof right now.
Nice.
That's the one you said that they said is going to rise, didn't it?
Yeah, because dude, they put it back up on the 6th floor. He told me, and 132. It was actually like, I have the notes inside. It was like 132.6. He said, "Don't be surprised if we hit towards their top ever, which would be that 134 to 135.2."
Nice.
And it dude, it don't drink that hot.
Now, are they putting that at the Bardstown warehouse?
No, this is at Green River up on the 6th floor.
It's on the 6th floor of Green River.
It's on the 6th floor, but this one is in the warehouse. That's the half and half warehouse. That's the half brick, half metal. It's the one. It's the one that the wall fell down in.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. Their quote unquote experimental warehouse. That's where they get the highest proof.
I'll tell you what I think would go really good with the ton too would be the Bardstown Origins cask strength rye. That shit
dude,
that was so good.
Have you seen that they're doing single barrels of that now, but in the Virginia infrared toasted barrels?
Yes.
The cherry wood.
Yeah.
I tried one of those at the Junkies event. Whoa. I'm going to tell you, I was running behind getting there. There was one that got released on my way there, but traffic was so backed up going through Chicago. It would have cost me 2 hours to stop and get that pick. When it came out, it was like $70. And I was debating the whole way. I was like, and I didn't do it. And I got to try it when I was there, and I'm like, I totally screwed up. Because on Sunday, the place isn't open when I was going back. So I didn't have a chance to get it. And when I tried to send somebody to get it on the Tuesday, they were going to be in that area. It was already gone.
Yeah, that's... So when they were very first doing all the Origins barrel picks, that's when I was still ambassadoring for Bardstown.
Yeah.
And I was barrel picking all of them. And let me tell you, the Origins rye was a fucking bomb.
Dude, all this year, so 2025s, unless you got connects, you're getting a rise from both Bardstown and Green River for 2025. It will not be bourbons.
Right.
Interesting. Go around.
So
Go around.
I am excited for that. I know.
I'm excited to see Raider Dave, man.
Yeah. I know other places aren't overly excited about that. I've heard some stores not excited about it. I'm like, you don't understand how good they are. They're amazing.
Yeah, but from a store perspective.
From a store perspective, the number one seller they have is Fireball. So I mean, they want to at least get the mark somewhere.
It's harder.
I know.
It's harder to sell rye than it is,
Well, I'm having the same stick as y'all, but my label is still in here. Mine stayed inside.
So did mine.
What the shnikes?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that is nor. No, that's slobber, dude. You deal with that yourself.
But Zach, you hit the nail on the head. What you said when you get into the body. I get that.
It just kind of.
Come on, guys! Don't ruin it for me. I'm not there yet. I'm giving you shit. Go for it.
I'm just saying that
really
the first
sweet.
The first quarter is way better, and then I'll tell you what it is for me. Once I get into the body, it started putting off like this weird ash note. It was like I lost some of the flavor that I was getting in the beginning. It wasn't there, which is really weird because you would think it should be opposite, right? Your body should be full, and it makes, knowing what I know now, it makes me wonder, like, were they rolling?
You're not wrong, Dustin.
Were they rolling at, a higher degree angle, and we're seeing extremity in the body instead of having hearts in the body? Because what you typically
They rolled it opposite of what they should have rolled it.
well, what they're
Like,
doing,
it
they
should be
just
flipped
changed the
other way.
angle. They changed the angle of the roll. So instead of rolling, so our cigars are always hearts, right? We cut out the extremities, we roll the heart, one single half leaf is the entire wrapper. Well, the ones that try to get the more bang for the buck, they roll it at a higher degree angle so that they get 3 wrappers out of one half leaf. Well, the extremities are still left in for that. They just cut off the right edge. And I wonder if maybe that's a little bit of what I'm catching, because it was really good. And then, because usually
I don't know.
The first, I usually dismiss the first like half inch
It's
to get
good.
to the body.
It's wonderful. It's a like a rich tobacco sweetness. It's like you're getting all the sweetness from the really dark wrapper.
Yeah. I'm still not a fan of their fake triple caps, by the way.
Oh no, not at all. They are so terrible. They are the worst ever.
I mean, I do like the fact that it's mildly toothy. It kind of looks that way, but I don't know.
Dustin, I hear you on that. I mean, I want to sample too. My local store's got a killer freaking 4-gate rye pick. Love it to death. Everyone that tries it walks over and buys it. And dude, he keeps the bottle behind the counter and asks anybody that asks about it, he pours it for him. He knows. He's got that sitting there ready for him to roll, because rye, you've got to be somebody who's in the game a long time to really like a rye. And you know as well as I do, when it comes to the rye, it better be goddamn good. Okay?
Yes.
Because we are all at that point that if we like rye, we want a damn good rye. Not an average rye, a damn good rye.
That's right.
Because once you get into the rye game, you realize how good rye can be. And then it's all got to be at that level. It can't be that, it's all got to be at that level.
Well, I'll tell you, Chris, it was really funny because, like, I can remember when Turkey came out with the rare breed rye originally, when they very first dropped it. I had someone go get it and bring it back. And I was with one of the guys from Mid Ohio Bourbon Boys that, we were sitting there and we were doing. So we all get together and go to this one guy's house and we help him take down a bunch of timber and stuff like that that's down and all that stuff. And then we load up our trucks with firewood, whatever. So we're sitting there afterwards. And I was like, dude, I got this rare breed rye that he dropped off. I was like, let's go fucking drink it. So we had a little fire pit and was sitting there and we started drinking it. When it first dropped, I was like, dude, this is fucking delicious. And he's like, dude, I have something I want to bring out that I think is really, really good. And I want to do a side-by-side of how good it is, but I think they're going to be equal but different. And so we did them head-to-head, and we both agreed they were both exquisite, but they were both different. And mine was the Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye. He brought out the Michter's Barrel Strength Toasted.
Yes. Oh, that one's killer.
Toasted barrel strength rye. We did them side by side. We were like, dude, those are fucking bangers.
Yeah.
But one of them cost X, and the other one cost like X, Y, Z plus ABC.
Well, yeah. I mean, one's technically $100, one's technically $50, but you ain't seeing that one at $100 hardly ever.
More.
I want to say there's still $89.99 MSRP. Just like EH Taylor Barrel Proof, but you don't ever see him at that.
You know what, Zach? So to be totally off topic. So Germ is getting ready to have the blind sample show, right? You know what I'm the most intrigued to watch out of any of the pairings? I want to see Adrian go up against Jack.
So Jack who?
Jack Padu. The Hood
Oh
Wizard.
God, Jack Padoo's doing it.
Jack's going up against Adrian. And
Oh my God, send me the invite for that. I gotta
dude,
watch that shit.
I'm telling you right now, that's going to be. Listen, if Adrian somehow pulls that shit out, I will lose my fucking mind. I will literally and God bless Adrian because she is so much fun. She's such a wonderful person. She's a gamer. She'll go into there knowing that, hey, she's definitely behind the curve. But man, I love Adrian. Adrian is such a good gal.
Now, here's the deal though. Here's what could throw Jack off.
Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say throw Jack off again.
Hold on. Hold on. Is Germ's collection is so eclectic?
Yes.
Weird.
Have you seen Jack's weird ass collection?
No, but he doesn't have all
it's not like Germ's.
He doesn't
Germ's
have all
is
this like Wisconsin, he's got all this weird local stuff. So depending on and listen, it's random generator putting the samples out. So who knows what they get, and what we figured out the last time is that, Germ needs to look at those samples and go, this is an appropriate order. This is ABC. You know what I mean? Because
I agree with you, Zach. I think that, so you have to understand that Germ's collection is so bizarre. It's not like, because listen, I know Jack's collection because I've been with him, I've talked to him and all that stuff. I've seen him go through it and that stuff.
Look, I get it.
Germ has shit that you've never even fucking heard of. It's like the most off the wall, weird ass shit that came from.
Oh, I know.
Jacktown fucking.
But he also has not just the standard shit. He has all the variations. So he has all these weird finished and I was discussing.
Marshall and Germ. There you go.
Yeah, that was tonight.
That was tonight.
German Marshall did theirs tonight. Yeah.
Who won that?
Well,
I didn't see the end of it, truthfully. Sarah got home and I was trying to get Anson ready, and
I didn't watch it at all.
Y'all got too much time watching all these streams. I have a hard enough time making it to ours.
I'm
just giving you shit. I'm joking.
Marshall. Yeah, Dustin, it's Marshall. Marshall's the guy. Yeah.
Dude,
bro, this stick is dry and like twiggy.
I told you,
I'll tell you what,
into a weird place.
This is wonderful with it. It's like mildly sour, like over fermented malt. It's playing really nice with this cigar, man.
Yeah, Marshall's a really good dude, man. I like Marshall a lot.
It's all good. But seriously, why is Glen Talker so good?
Because it's a G Talker. You gotta say it like you're a punter, dude. It's a G Talker.
Crazy though. But hold on, this is crazy.
It's a G Talker.
This is 22 years old at 43%, and it's cask strength.
My stepdaughter's that old. And I think she weighs that much.
Oh,
that's not a joke.
My actual daughter is 22 years old.
I think my stepdaughter probably weighs 86 pounds. I'm not even kidding. She's only 5 foot tall, but it's been work to try to get her to 100 and be healthy.
Dude, Shrek didn't pee in a bottle, dude. Scotch isn't about fucking. Dude, you know what, man? It's not. I'm. It looks green on camera, really.
It kind of did have a green tint. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? It's probably because of my shirt. I'm trying to get it. It's light. It's hay colored. You know.
Hell yeah,
I mean,
man.
it's
Dude,
it's super light.
I'm gonna tell you. The ton sticks are a steal at that price. If you look at the store, there's 43 5-packs available. There's not a lot available. If you want to get them, you want to get in on them. We didn't do as big of a run. Made it limited. They're really good. I would have bought way more myself, but I wanted them to be there for everybody. I dig them, dude.
I
I
tried.
freaking
I
Yeah, I'll tell
tried.
you what.
Zach bought them all, by the way.
I didn't buy them all. It was a freaking. It was a. It's. I've already talked about this, dude. It was a fucking glitch on the website.
Thank you
dude.
for your
I mean,
patronage. I really appreciate it. Go team.
Actually, after Zach's purchase, I think there's 41.
my purchase was sitting at 4, so.
Yeah, there's 41 available.
I'm hoping that
Well, you have some coming in tomorrow, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, I only was gonna order 10 that way.
I have Venmo. I can make that shit right. So
Hey.
we'll talk about that later. But I think the thing that's
We'll
Hey guys.
what's up?
We'll talk about it after stream. I'll hook him up with a little something.
Well, no, it's not even worried. I'm not worried about it, dude. It is what it is. I just don't want it to be. I don't want that to be the issue for someone on the go forward.
Okay. I'll go through and do it again. And we'll talk about it afterward. But I'll go through and do another one after we get done, just to double check and see what happens.
It was the weirdest thing because I sent Chris a screenshot of, and this was after the second order.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, me and Bobby have both ordered on there and haven't had that problem because
I just ordered yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I ordered twice and it looked the exact same way, and it wasn't until I was like, well, shit, let me go check my email. Oh, I've got 2 different order numbers, and I was like, well, fuck.
What did you order on? Was it your computer, your phone, or what?
Phone. It was my phone.
Okay, that might be it because I did it on the computer and it didn't do that.
I did it on my phone.
Mine on the computer as well. I'll do it on the phone. Try it.
Okay.
I did mine on the phone.
Okay.
It's just weird. Because
that might be why though, Zach, and that might be something I gotta ask our store about.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that because I checked on the computer. Bobby ordered on the computer.
Yeah.
We didn't
listen. All I know is that I wanted to put it out there that way. And listen. So here's the thing. Ordering on your phone. If you're ordering on your phone, and you go through the credit card setup and you press pay now, and it sends you back to what looks like the shopping cart, like to start the order all over again. Go check your email, guys. Make sure if you get an order number, your order went through.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we appreciate it if you want to, just keep on ordering. I'm all about it.
Well, that was what I was just like, this is weird,
And I promise you won't be disappointed because they're damn good. They're damn good. I'm a super fan, anyway, for what it's worth, or what it's not worth.
You and I both really liked it.
Oh, dude, and it's one of my favorite sizes. I do enjoy Toros, but Robusto is my jam.
5x50
with your kids, me with my kids,
it's
a great size. It's something I can go smoke out in the back patio with them while they're playing, and I can get through it. I can get through it in the time that they're gonna run out of it and be like, "Yo, we want food now. We've just run ranted for 45 minutes." Okay, cool. And I'm done. I can go cook them some food, and then I have nothing else to do the rest of the day. But
Exactly. So, man,
you're gonna mow the lawn. Killer cigar for mowing the lawn. I probably wouldn't use it for mowing the lawn because it's way too good for that. But you still mow the lawn. If you got a rider, yeah, I do that. I would do that all day.
Yeah, if you got a rider,
pushing.
Yeah, no.
I did find a site that makes awesome little special holders for cigars for your push mower now, though.
They got one for the push mower. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep. It's a company that makes them for the
Golf carts?
the golf carts. They've now made them to fit the standard push mower handle, and they have one if you have the
The self engage or whatever.
yeah, that will fit over that too, and just stay engaged and keep on going.
Which is like the Toros. The Toros have that, and some of the
Yep.
lower end or the middle tier Hondas have that as well.
Yeah.
Where it's
See,
like you can walk into it. I don't like that. I like,
I'm a Husqvarna dude.
I got you. I'm a Honda guy, so
I'm not gonna lie. That's what kind of engine I have in my Husqvarna.
Well, I mean, listen, dude. I mean, if the only Toro, I wouldn't for the sheer 22-inch. I like the Hondas. The Toro's good, but I like the Honda better just because I like the way it's set up better. But if I could get a Time Master, which is the 30-inch cut,
Ooh.
the push behind 30-inch cut.
Really?
Yeah. It's more for like commercial applications.
I like that though.
I mean, they literally have a cage that's built over like the overhead of the engine, so you can pick it up and put it into the back of trucks and shit.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's got two smaller blades that spin at the same time on the underside, rather than one large, 20-inch blade.
Yeah.
So,
I've got lucky this year. My wife, like I told you, put my daughter in charge of it, which is really rough for me. I used to mow all the baseball fields, and they all had to be lined and perfect. And
so I just did an order on my phone. I don't know if you can see it. It came up with confirmation, order number, everything.
That's so weird, dude.
It said, "Thank you for your order. Here's your order number."
Fantastic. Listen, if it was a glitch just for me, then okay, fine.
I just went through and did one. Because usually, anything that I do, I usually anything that I smoke, I always buy. I don't always do it through the store. If I like did Valor's, I pull out here. I just put the money in the bank.
Well, it was so weird because I showed Chris.
Yo, Bobby, check. I think you just ordered twice.
Let me check. It'll come up and let me know.
Look at your email.
Nope. It wasn't you. Hold on. Raider Dave ordered.
Raider Dave.
You and Raider Dave.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was. I saw two orders. I thought it was Bobby because Bobby said he just ordered.
That's weird, man.
Look at that comment. That's right. Our shirts are the shirt. Love hearing that. Dude. I love hearing that, dude. I've washed mine multiple times. Before we ever sold them. Now. Yeah, the first ones I made, I washed them 10 times. The ones I owned before I ever wore it, just to see how it would do. So I love hearing that from other people. That's awesome.
No, they're
But anytime I do stuff, when it comes to the shirt game, it gets 10 washes just to make sure it's good. Got to do that, man. Got to do that to make sure quality's going out in the shirt game.
I just went through, did one time.
Yeah, you're good. I saw the two orders. I didn't realize Dave was the other one. I just saw two different order numbers pop up.
Dave's go through.
I swear.
I was just doing it just to make sure, Chris. I believe you. I'm just trying to make sure that I was able to do it.
Because before I did it a third time, I went and looked, and I had two separate orders back to back. And I was like, it never went to the, here's your order number,
Zach was just so excited he ordered twice and didn't know it.
I'm just trying to figure out, did your growing project come to fruition? And
yeah. Yeah,
I'm just fucking kidding, dude.
Hey, listen.
Ow!
Listen, I'm still waiting on the reorder because apparently they had a bunch of orders get sent back or
Oh, no.
because it was so hot that things were
Oh.
dying
Oh,
in
no.
transit. So they're like, listen, dude, we're gonna halt stuff for a few weeks and wait, and so they were like, I was like, well, that's great and all, but you should have like at least sent me out an email because I don't mind you waiting. It's just like, dude, I've waited for 3 weeks. Oh, I'm gonna wait 3 more weeks.
Hey, so Chris,
All right. I mean, that's the whole project link. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I had a request that came through that I really like. So
Okay.
you know we have the shirt like Zach's wearing that says Battalion Cigars right here.
Yeah.
I had someone ask me, "Are you going to do the Valor and the Ton on the back? Because I want them."
Yeah, we can do that.
If we can get that up on the site, there's people that want that in the Marine Corps community.
I'm gonna tell you this, Chris. I honestly wish that this was a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And just down
A touch,
just a touch, more like where that pocket, right above where that pocket location would be.
That's technically right where the pocket would be, though.
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
right above the pocket.
But if you
so you want it set in the pocket just a little bit larger.
But if you enlarged it a little bit, because I think it would look funny going up too much.
Yeah, no, it would never go up. The top would always be where the top is.
That I'm fine with, but just I think maybe like 15%.
15% would be huge, dude.
Is that huge? Maybe 7.5. Then let's say that. Like know, like
okay.
just a tad, just a tad. I love it. I just wish that when I was here on stream, it was a little bit more legible, and if it was a little bit larger, it'd be a little easier to read.
Okay.
That's all I'm.
I have another one that I have. I just haven't printed it. So if you look at the top of our stream here where it says Battalion Cigars like that, where it normally, and with the veteran-owned company, that I have just to go across the front of the shirts too. I just got those in.
Oh, cool. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, everyone's sort of a tad larger, but it's never big enough. Oh. Yeah.
You know what? The Backbone 15 year is actually good with a Chef Yote.
Dude, I'm telling you, this Glen Talkers is wonderful. This
it took away that woody stick and twig note to me. It's a very drying cigar. It really is.
I get that. You know what? And that's kind of the opposite of what this Glen Talkers is on the palate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like helping to balance. Plus, there's something about that like little bit older fermentation that produces that little bit of sourness. That like soury sweet. I really like that. I like that note. I like that a lot.
Now, I have a Marine Corps people that have asked about that.
Who can't say that they don't love this bottle? These bottles, like they're like the best freaking bottles. Like,
oh, the signatories are the best, dude. I do enjoy how they look. Yeah, no, that's not a problem, Bobby. I can get those going this week.
So
release samples and put them up on the site and get them rolling.
I'll get with you. I might have you make like 2 of each and just send them to me. That way I can wear one and show. But I'll get with you.
Well, I will tell you if I'm going to do that. I'll get more blanks in just because now we have this amazing new port thing going on.
Yeah.
And most of my stuff does come in through the California port, but it's about to get freaking hammered because everything's going there. So I will
That's
grab
a-
stuff.
Man,
That's another beast. That's why I'm also glad the way our cigars come in. They don't come through the port. They do come in on the plane.
Yep.
yeah.
So if any of you are wondering about that, our cigars do come in via the plane
Via
into
the-
customs. They
Yep.
do not come via the ship.
That's correct.
Holy cow. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I would expect that the next release for us will be this October. We'll probably have one more release this year.
Okay.
What do you think? Middle of December? I hope not.
Could be. And Raider Dave, the American flag on the sleeve is something I could do. It would add a little more cost to it, just being 100% honest there.
But I have been asked about that too.
I know.
So I have some like leatherneck devil dog shock troop jarhead fuckers that are all like we want that on the back of our shirt.
Buddy, I already have the stuff laid out to make the Ton and the Valor as shirts. I just haven't done them yet. I've had so much going on.
So
but they are on my next order, and I'll just send that in tomorrow. So
yeah,
by the end of the week, I could have a preview and have them in the store.
All right.
Can I make a separate maybe a small modification? Is it possible to do the Valor?
I cannot put your
logo?
penis on the shirt. It's too small.
No, dude.
It won't show up. It won't show up.
It's cool, dude. You know, that's why I always liked micro machines. But is it possible to do the Valor logo, the Ton logo on the front of the shirt with the American flag, rather than trying to do a logo here, back logo, and shirt side logo? Is that
I can do that. I can do that if you're interested.
Roughly,
I mean,
about the same price.
I'm also gonna get some sweatshirts. We're at sweatshirt season. The other thing, because being outside, I'm looking at getting some heavyweight zip up hoodies.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I know for sure, like I have no problem with what Zach said, but the majority of the military guys that have said something to me want the small here, big back. They don't want the chest logo.
We can do both. We can do both. I mean, I can hook Zach up. Zach, I can hook you up either way.
But for us, it makes sense to broadcast it here because that's what.
Yeah, because you're like, boom.
The majority of people want like this here and in the back. So
I was just trying. I was trying to come up with a solution that hopefully satisfied. You know, if they really like they're diehard about it, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? My goal was to keep a cost approximately the same for Chris.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I'm telling you on the sweatshirt, I think the Ton would look freaking amazing on the front of a sweatshirt. You know, you'd almost feel like you were the cool guy walking around in summer with a big chest piece tattoo. Just saying.
And like then you could have the wings coming up like the, you know, up the shoulder. Yeah, that would be.
Well, I was gonna do the eagle wrapped around the Bourbon Battalion logo, not the Ton.
Oh.
I mean, while we're sharing this stuff, this will be stuff that normally we get shared on the Clusterfuck private group, but hey, right now, let's talk about it here.
Hey,
and
you get
a little taste of what you're going to get on that.
Spots are still open until the middle of October. So,
middle of October on discount, $50 discount to join now.
It's on the banner rolling across the bottom. It's going to be something you want to do because we've got confirmed probably more than we all know of distilleries that are all in on picks.
Collaboration
and
barrel picks.
That's a much better way to look at it because they're so in on what we're doing.
And Dustin hit this. These will be coming soon.
Yes, I definitely need that. And I'll tell you what, if I would have had, I'm almost half tempted to go down to have them just put it on this one because I love these shirts. I love
Well,
these shirts.
Well, all you got to do is tell me the brand and everything else,
Well,
and
I
we
mean,
get that done.
this is just one I like. I buy everything from. Oh, what the fuck is the? Who do I buy all my shit from?
Joe Shit the Ragman?
No, not quite that guy. I bought shit from him before.
That's what my college coach referred to, my idea of life. I needed to quit hanging out with Joe Shit the Ragman and get shit done.
So all of the clothing.
Love that guy. He was a Marine, by the way, so Joe Shit the Ragman.
Most all the clothing I buy is from Duluth. I buy almost everything from Duluth.
Thanks, Dustin.
I love Duluth clothing.
Hey, Bobby, all my Forgate stuff is Duluth.
Dude, I love Duluth. Fucking Duluth is made for every shape of human being.
Well, have you looked? I'm going to tell you this. If you want it, I already looked at it because I have 40% off coupon for one item. And I looked at their new vests for this year and their new zip-up longshoreman. That's the black with the red accents. I have the all black from last year, and I have the all blue vest. I'm like, Duluth, why are you doing this to me? I got to have all battalion stuff in this now because I'm going to sit in the garage and it's going to be cold in the winter.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I love me some fucking Duluth clothing. It is the most comfortable shit you'll ever buy. I don't care what anybody says.
I'm wearing their pants right now.
I have the shorts and the shirt on from Duluth.
Yeah, dude. I buy the shit out of that stuff. I love the fire hose pants.
Zach, they make stuff for
I know
big guys too.
I know. I've seen the commercials. Yeah.
Dude, but literally, my wife and daughters.
It's because you're chasing beavers. I get it, dude. It's because you're chasing beavers.
Hey, just buck naked, man. Just buck naked. Yeah, let me tell you a funny fucking story.
Listen.
Can I tell you a funny?
Hey, Zach. My wife for her work pants.
Oh yeah.
They have ones that are called Nogas or whatever. They're like yoga pants, but they're not yoga pants, so they're yoga, not yoga.
Yeah.
They're a little looser, but that same type of material, but with functional pockets for women that, don't make it look like your shit's glued to you.
Oh.
She fucking loves those things. When she has to be on a delivery day when her people call in, she wears those all the time because they still look dressy.
Yeah.
But they're comfortable and breathable.
When I go to Duluth, Briston and Bridget go with me because they are like, hey, listen, if we're shopping, we're going to Duluth with you.
I'm going to tell you guys, we're at the right time of the year, Bobby. If you do that, go to Duluth, try on everything, figure out what size you wear of all the new stuff, go online, use the Honey app, and come this time of year, when we get closer to Thanksgiving, everything is normally anywhere from 30 to 40% off for your whole cart.
Wow.
So I order it, and if I need it in a hurry, I have it for the pickup in the store because it's like 45 minutes away from me. Otherwise, I just have them ship it to me, and it's like $9. And it takes like a week to get it shipped, but otherwise I can go pick it up that day in store and pay 40% less than if I buy it in the store.
Well, we'll talk about that because I want to. If I'm buying Duluth.
Oh, dude, for those coats, like that longshoreman coat, that's their fleece coat, which is awesome, and the vests that they do, you can't beat it. And the polo shirts.
Is that like
that's fucking good?
The regular zip up vest with
And Zach, they have multiple different ones. Just look on there and see what you like.
I like those, dude. Those are.
Dude, I love that pick. I was so glad, and I hate to say this, I bought my first bottle at regular price.
Dude, that was really good with this cigar because the body sucked, and that made it better.
Yeah, and when I went back on when Dan said there were only X amount of bottles left, I went on there. They were on sale for $44 a bottle. I'm like, what? I paid 70 something for the first one. I'm like,
Dude,
yes, 2 more. And I gave one to a friend because he was like, oh, that's good. So he bought it. But I'm like, what a score. Like Sagamore
man.
nailed it on those. I'm a little worried what comes in a few years from them. But as far as their aged products are that were originally distilled before Di Serrano bought them, I would keep on buying those as long as the prices don't go insane. They nailed it on the rye.
I agree.
Bobby, I know you said that you nailed it on profile, but I'm telling you, this Glen Talker's profile has been wonderful.
With the Valor?
No, with the pinstripe.
Oh. Yeah, no, I was just saying that, like, on the ones I've had, like the JD was good, but that Dusty Dan's Sagamore.
No, I get it. But like, this is there's something about this. Like it brought up, it enhanced.
Is it the sour note?
I think that sour note is like enhancing something in the middle profile of the cigar where it didn't get boring like it did previously.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you that I've been trying to go through the body, right? The body has been like, I can tell you, full transparency to me, the body is just cigar ash. That's the only thing I pull out of it. I don't have like a signature note that I can say that. I can't even say that that's like a really good tobacco note, you know, because when you're smoking tobacco, you should be able to say, hey, listen, like a generic profile, which is a really good profile, right? If you're smoking a cigar and you're like, wow, that just tastes like really good tobacco, that's a perfectly good note. This does not taste like that in the body. The body just turns to like ash.
No, dude, on it's there. It's fucking there, man.
Like I understand where you're going with it, but I will say that this Glen Talkers is offsetting where that doesn't go all the way ashy. Like it nullifies a portion of what you were tasting. Like, you know what I mean? Hold on one sec.
So it
was me.
Same thing. I'm getting the same thing that you're saying.
Yeah.
So
that's nice, dude.
So the same thought what you're saying, Zach, right? I went through a lot. Like JD was good. The JDSB was good. But the Sagamore Dusty Dan's pick has been the best of the ryes that I've had with this.
With
that
this one.
Made it taste not ashy. Glen Talkers could be good, but I don't have Glen Talkers to know. I trust you.
It's fair. I'm just saying. Like,
hey, Zach, the second vest I just sent you is an all fleece. That's good for quote unquote below, a little like 10 degrees, and it's got the drop tail, which I love. Bend over, no problems.
Well,
one of the best vests out there, dude. I'm a vestor. I love vests because I get hot in the winter.
I like the ones that are, I don't necessarily always need, the heaviest weight down here.
No, they're not.
Know what I'm saying? But I also like them to be mildly dressy. That way I wear them to work, and I can get away with wearing just like a decent looking just t-shirt underneath it, with a vest underneath it and a pair of slacks, and you're like good to go.
That's what these are. That's what these are. The ones that I pick out, I promise you, that's it, because that's what I do.
Dustin, like, dude, that's your whole channel, dude. Hyping up more difficult to find single malts. That's your entire channel's premise. You're gonna bust my balls because I pulled out a freaking, a bottle I was lucky to find? Shit.
Leak my bottle.
Hey, Kettle, how you doing, buddy?
Oh. Hey, Dustin's got to bust some balls. There ain't nobody in his gym he goes to anymore.
Oh man.
It sounds like his gym isn't far away from doing like prostate exams. I'm just saying.
There's nobody there.
Hey,
He said there's nobody there.
We're there to. We want to make sure that you don't have a hernia. Let's do like a check. You know, let's make sure everything's good.
Well, but after you cough the 30th time, isn't it just they're playing with your nuts?
If that's the case, I'll cough 31.
I mean, he said he dropped the Buffalo bar. Anything's possible.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Oh,
I don't
man.
I don't want to know about the reach under or the thumb plug. I'd fucking drop that Buffalo bar too. Right on somebody's arm.
I'll tell you what, you guys are like making me want to go back to CrossFit, and like I'm pretty sure that like I need to make sure my will and everything's done before I go back to CrossFit. I'm not in that kind of shape anymore.
No, listen, dude.
I realized how out of shape I am when I moved to Bristol this last weekend, and I was just like,
"Hey, buddy, listen. We are."
I had to go. Like, you know, listen. I will say this, right? I still was perfectly fine with lifting the shit I lifted. You know, I mean, I was lifting stoves by myself and moving that. I still could do it. It just wasn't as easy as it used to be. And I didn't hurt my back by any step. But I ended up like by the end of the day having a lot of back tightness where like I was using muscle more than it used to be.
Listen, when you're lifting a bunch of heavy shit, you need those straps. You know, those ones that like, you know, you strap in to your shoulders and then you like push on the thing. You know, men have to lose muscle and women have to get jacked. You're not wrong. That's because all the ladies start taking all that protein and you know they turn into dudes.
I'll tell you what, there's no doubt about it. When anybody ever says like CrossFit's a cult, it is. It's fucking a cult. I was in it. I wasn't the cult.
Dude, who's that one chick with thighs that are bigger than most men's torsos? Danny Spiegel?
Yeah. So you know what's funny?
It's testosterone. Right? I get it.
So when I went through my weight loss the first time, right? Like I was on my dietitian stuff. Most of all of everything I did that was really the most beneficial was actually sustained walking. Sustained walking was the best thing I did. It was like I felt like I was in better shape than I was when I marathoned in the Marine Corps. But when I did CrossFit, you know, it was one of those things that I just did CrossFit because I knew at my age doing some weight training was going to be really beneficial to me. And I'm kind of competitive, and I was at a really good weight. I was at a good shape. I was doing really good. And I kept getting asked to be in these groups and these competitions. I'm like, no, I'm not a competition guy. I don't want to do that. Like they said, but what you're doing is really good for your age. I was like, I don't care. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that.
Dude, well, let's talk about sustained fitness.
But
let's go back in time.
Here's the problem with the competition side is because Bobby knows that someone like him being competitive and someone like me, and you know Chris yourself, the second that you get into that shit and you start doing it a little bit, you and I know we get way more competitive, and we will get more competitive than our current situation will allow us to be safely competitive. So
you don't even have to talk to me about that. I still have that problem.
I always have that problem.
I will always have that problem with my baseball background. When I was coaching, no matter what, the kids always wanted to challenge me on anything. When we went in the weight room, they wanted to challenge me. When we went out and we were throwing, they wanted to challenge me on who threw harder. They wanted to challenge me, oh, coach, get in the cage, do this. Let's see exit blocks, let's do this. These kids do that shit 24/7. I felt horrible, and I'm not going to lie, I felt horrible because I worked myself up to that level. I know what to do I know how to do what I do.
Yep.
I know how to cheat some of the things, especially when it comes to exit velocity. You want a really good exit velocity? Do not launch the ball. Top the fuck out of the ball hard and have it go hard down towards the gun. I will have a faster exit velocity on a fucking grounder than you will have on a piss rod. And it's truth. It's fucking truth.
Well, like I got in a pretty, I wouldn't say super heated, but I got in a pretty good discussion when I was in CrossFit. And we had, the box jumps and that stuff. I said, listen, I'm not box jumping. I'm just going to do step ups. And they're like, well, can you do it? I said, yeah, I can do it. I said, but if I miss one of those, I have a legitimate chance of an ACL tear.
So
I've had 3 knee surgeries, and I was like, I'm not going to push that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do step ups, which are just as adequate. I'm not here to be like in your group. I'm here to do my thing. I hated the most about CrossFit, and this is being probably good for Dustin, not good for me. You guys, Zach and Chris, you both know
Dustin ain't no spring chicken.
when I very first started in YouTube, right? It was right after I lost all my weight.
Yep.
I was looking good and all that stuff. There is like another trend with CrossFit, right? And it is like not anything that I'm interested in. Like I have the trophy wife for my life. I don't need anybody coming out and saying, hey, you want to go out for a drink afterward? No, I don't. I don't care. I'm not interested. And they're like, oh, we're just getting together. I was like, no, I'm going home. And I almost kind of like excluded, which was fine because I was really there to just do some weight training. And they literally would, if you weren't part of their like weird
click,
but
click.
It was more than just a click. It was dirty. It was like you felt like dirty.
You're correct, but we don't want to talk about their little sex trysts and everything else they have going on.
It ends up being
it is
being a fucking like. It ends up being
because it's who they're around constantly. So they're like,
you have people that have went from not fit to fit. Now they have this like image. And they have this thought, and
they have an image. They have men have a higher testosterone level. Women have higher hormone levels. It's a natural thing. It's a natural thing. If you get a bunch of people together in a group, in a small group, that all work out together, and they're raising those levels together, and they spend all that time together.
Yeah,
there's a connection.
Dude, I've seen
there's all those pheromones and no shit, there's all those pheromones floating together in those groups when you're all sweating it out and pushing yourself to different limits. You're opening up, quote unquote, the workout Pandora's box. You really are.
Yeah.
And that happens in those small groups. And if you look at it, you have those groups and they're like 6 people groups, and it happens.
I went in there with the idea of I'm just here to get in shape.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what now. I got to the point that I wasn't uncomfortable. I was just annoyed. Because I couldn't tell them enough that I wasn't interested in anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to get in shape.
Well, you were annoyed because you could resist that shit. Right.
Yeah, I'm just like, listen, I know that none of you bitches can compare to my wife. Like, get off the track.
But see, you and I both know, Bobby, we've been married long enough. How she looks is not 100% everything.
He meant you too, Chris. He was just talking to me. We all know. Like, listen, I know.
I mean, Chris, you've been what? How many years, Chris? Like, you're.
Dude, we've been together 10.
Yeah,
just over 10.
You know what you see in your wife, right? And like, I know. Like, listen, I've been with mine forever. Like, and my wife at her peak would literally have fucking just slapped.
Your
That
wife
place.
in the fucking 80s was like every fucking hair metal dude's fucking dream fantasy.
Dude, Bridget.
Okay,
My Bridget was a fucking goddess.
I know. I've seen those fucking pictures, dude.
Come on,
I've seen
man.
the prom pictures.
I
seen your
have
wedding
I have the
pictures.
fucking roller derby fucking badass.
Yeah.
You know
See,
the
dude, like
I have the I had the 135-pound roller derby badass that wanted to fuck up any dude that talks shit to her and throw a punch. She didn't give a fuck.
And
I like that. I like that shit.
I had.
I like a woman that wants to go fucking tussle and throw a punch here and there if somebody fucks with her.
Listen,
that's my jam.
I had a woman that did the same thing, and for the love of our children, destroyed herself. And you know what? I don't love her any fucking less because of it. In fact, you know what? I can love her more.
Well,
and there are people, but there are people in those groups that you were just talking about. They don't understand that.
No.
Their value systems don't allow them to see that as value. And you know what? F them, dude. I don't care. I'm gonna stand by her till.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. The woman stood by me. Fuck, dude. The only thing I can do is stand by her. I stand by her and I get better. Okay.
It's like my Bridget. One of the things you talk about the kids. One of the things that happened to her with the twins, she actually has to have surgery because her core, how it happens, it's a hernia, but not like an inguinal hernia, but it's where it separates everything in the middle, and hers has been like that forever, where no matter what you do, everything's always going to be distended.
Exactly.
And it's got to the point where it's got worse, where she was always putting it up. I didn't give two shits. I know it's not because she's fat.
Exactly.
But it looks that way to somebody who doesn't know, because her shit pulled apart in that middle part.
Yep.
But now it's gone from the top and it's working its way down. And they told her, we need to fix this because it's finally going to get to the point it's going to break apart. So,
that's the thing, right?
She doesn't want to do it, but she knows she has to.
But we know the stories, right? We know the story. Like my Bridget, she went through, and every pregnancy she went back exactly what she was as a college cheerleader. Except for my last daughter, she took a really bad fall. And she 180 degrees snapped her ankle and did 8 months of her pregnancy in a wheelchair. And so she lost everything. She lost her muscle tone. She lost everything. That weight with the pregnancy.
Well, that's how Bridget was with the boys. She broke the outside metatarsal.
Yeah, Bridget was going down the steps and she lost her balance, and she carrying a baby.
Yeah.
Protected her.
She flipped herself onto her back to land on her back. The heel of her shoe caught, and when she was laying on her back, her foot was still going forward down the steps.
Yeah, but Bridget, my Bridget did hers doing a soccer trick for Iris with a soccer ball, and it rolled her foot under, and she snapped that outside metatarsal and had to get it plated and all screwed back together.
And it just,
she was in a boot most of her pregnancy and not able to walk for like 2 months because of how bad she broke it.
Someone sees them, but they don't know the backstory. They don't know the story.
No.
I do. I know the story.
So that's why I don't give a shit about what anybody says, dude. You know what? That's my lady. I don't fucking care.
No, she's my forever girl, man. There will never be anybody.
That's it, dude.
I've been with my wife since I was 17.
I know, dude.
I've known her since I was in 3rd grade. I mean,
I have been with my wife since she was 17. It's awesome, dude. I mean, seriously, like
there's no part of her story that I don't know.
Yeah,
I know her entire story my whole life, and I know that Chris's situation is different, but the same thing. Like his Bridget, it's fucking fantastic. I love his Bridget.
I started over. My first wife passed away.
You had
well, But that's not
you know.
that's but you know like that's
So
a,
I got
that's a,
I found it in myself at one point finally. Like I never wanted to. I never wanted to start over. I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't want to. I had no desire to. After all I went through and the shit
until
I
you
went
made
through it
someone
with my wife, my original wife, going through six and a
cancer.
half years of brain cancer and traveling the country with her having different surgeries and shit. The 1 year we spent 285 days in a fucking hospital. I didn't want to do this shit again. I didn't want to do it again. And then somebody came around that like
That was worth it.
I just wanted to be around all the time.
Yeah.
And like, was it perfect? No. But you know what's perfect? We fought with each other. We pushed each other to be better at what we did all the time. We enjoy hanging out with each other. Do we still butt heads 24/7? Oh fuck yeah.
How
Yeah.
how how
Yeah.
old was Iris?
When I met her, she had just turned 2.
Just turned 2.
I mean,
So
I've been around
so
here since she was a little shit,
literally,
dude.
you didn't fall in love with one lady. You fell in love with 2. Like, let's be honest, dude. Like, it wasn't just
Like,
one; it was 2.
and I'll be honest, I met Iris a couple times, but we made it a thing that was in passing. Okay, where we didn't put her around me, but it was in passing for the first year.
Yeah,
Because
you respected her.
I told her when it comes to kids, I don't want to mess with her. I don't want her to get to know me if we don't work.
Yeah.
And I was really, really adamant about that because I've seen that happen to kids. I didn't want to do that to a kid. So I was hardcore about if it's all working and we're good, then yes, you can be around. So we did everything separate. I met her a couple times in passing, like going shopping or something, but never around all the time until we were good and felt like, hey, we're gonna make this work. We want to make this work. But even then, we waited. We waited a year before Iris moved in with us because Bridget was living with her mom at that time after her split up. So Iris was staying there.
Mm-hmm.
But Bridget lived with me for the most part. And then we brought Iris into the picture. So it was almost 2 years. But we wanted to make sure everything was right.
Well, you know what? That's reasonable, dude. You know what? You
Yeah.
did everything. You did everything a dad would fucking do.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I did not want to fuck that kid up and make her know somebody and then that somebody is gone in her life.
Yeah, dude. And you know what, dude?
She was already dealing with, she wasn't around her dad 24/7. And she was, with one and then the other. I didn't want to be another one.
You didn't want to be another fly by the night and like contribute to that shit. So you know what? That's commendable. Like for real. Like it. But you know what? It all worked out. And you know what? You now have a great relationship with her.
Oh hell yeah.
And she gets 2 dads.
Yeah.
And it's not like she has to pick. Like, you know what? It's not. That's what for me. Y'all's situation. It sounds like she never had to pick. She just got to add.
No. And the one thing that I always put out there,
dude.
The one thing that I always put out there, she never had to call me dad. She called me Chris. I wasn't that guy that was going to make her do that. And over the years, she would get to the point she called me dad, and she would say she had 2 dads. Her dad didn't like it, and he would tell her to stop. And it didn't bother me either way. I knew it was hard for him, and I get that. And I'm not trying to step on that, but I always told her it's okay You call me what you're comfortable with. You know, and
And
she's at that point now. She calls us both Dad. It don't matter. You know,
well, you
there's
know
days
what?
she calls me Chris. It doesn't matter.
You know what?
It don't bother me.
And
That's my
and like
kid, and she
and like
knows she's my kid, and I'll do anything for her.
and that's the best part, dude. That's the best part from her perspective. It's not. She doesn't have. She has 3 shoulders. She didn't have 2. She has 3. Like she gained. She didn't lose. You know what I mean? And from that
No, no,
and when
and I
and
didn't,
when
and I didn't.
and when blended families happen in that way, I think I think that there's like a respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I think that you did everything you could to respect the situation.
and don't get me wrong. I I don't agree with the stuff her dad's always done. I don't agree with the shit he does to this day, but I still respect him. There were times he pisses me off like no tomorrow, but but it but I'll tell you, it was a process that there were times I said shit I shouldn't have. Okay, I fucked up. I said shit and I should have, but I've learned to not say it anywhere around her and always be supportive of him as well. And when we're around each other, we're good. You know, we've always been good. Like me and him, we've had moments where like we want to kill each other. It is what it is. But you know what? 95% of the time, me and him get along great. We can go to all the events and we don't have no problems. We hang
Well,
out together at her volleyball. We hang out, whatever. We went to, if she asked me to go to the dad shit at school, I go and he's cool with it. And we're both cool with it. It ain't no big deal. We both went through a growing period together where we had to figure it out, you know, and we're all good. We're all good. There's no
but you know what?
dislike.
But it sound but that also sounds like you had 2 dudes who were trying to figure out like where the other was. You had a dad, her real dad, you know, biological dad, saying like, I just want to make sure that she's in a good environment. You know what I mean? And after time, okay, I can respect that environment. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And that's a reasonable request.
yeah.
You know,
My only problem, honestly, with everyone, my only problem with him is he doesn't financially support her the way he's supposed to at all.
well,
And I've got past that point and said, "Fuck it, who cares? Whatever, life goes
you,
on."
you
We've got
know
as far as we've got, and we've made it, and it works. If he
that
helps
that
out, he helps out. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He's still her dad. He still
that
loves her
sucks.
like no tomorrow. It is what it is. And that
You know,
pisses Bridget off. But I've got her to also accept that I'm always going to be there to take care of it. I don't care. That's my
well,
job. That's my job.
well, she's lucky that she has a fallback, and she has that person that is willing to pick up the slack, and that's you.
Yeah.
And you know what, man? You just doing that,
I'll always do that shit. I love that kid.
and when it comes really comes time when she gets a little bit older, and she will start to really realize who who supported her. It doesn't mean that she doesn't never gonna really ever not love her biological dad. But
She
there
better
will come
love him. She
but
better
there
love him.
but
I'll
there but
whoop her
there's gonna
ass if she don't.
but there's gonna come a time that she's gonna go, you know, I'm gonna realize, and you know what? It's gonna become the time that she has kids.
And
And
hey, so be
and
it. But I'm never the guy that's going to tell her she got to pick one
but
or the other. I don't give
but
two shits.
but that's the thing. That's why. Listen, man, I'm telling you, you're this isn't a war. This isn't a, and that's the thing that you realized early on, that this was
Yeah.
never a war. This is all about how do we make her better. It was
Hey, what do
never
you
a
guys had on your cigars?
I am.
Dude, I'm halfway on this damn thing. It smokes slow as shit.
So, what do you think about wrapping this up and jump on Insta?
I mean, whatever, dude. At this point, it's
only
late.
11. It's only 11:30 for you guys.
I mean, it's late, but whatever. I don't care.
Sounds like a good bathroom break to me.
Take a bathroom break and we'll jump on Insta because I'm going to light another stick. And we can stay as long as you want. And you can always bail, Irish exit, whatever you want to do. But I've realized that I can't go to bed before 2 because I am just better.
Yeah, dude, I've been responsible about my pores. I haven't drank for over a week.
I feel great.
Yeah, I'm good.
So yeah,
I've been getting 8 hours of sleep a day. I know you're getting less.
Actually, I've been.
But I feel good.
I've been really good on
feel-
sleep.
I drank with Zach the other night, but I barely drank anything.
Dude,
it was really good. It was really good. I went to bed and I got up at 5 a.m.
So Zach, I was telling Chris that not only did I notice this, my wife noticed this, whatever, and you guys probably noticed this when I say it because Chris did. For about the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, I've been going to bed like really early, and I have been just dragging ass all day, like the worst I've ever felt ever. Last night I was on a live until 2:30, and I went to bed and got up at 6:30, and I have been on like the best rush ever. Like I feel better. I haven't my body just says, hey, listen, you can't sleep more than 5 hours or you're just gonna fucking die.
Sure, it's your Marine Corps training, dude. I'm telling you.
It's just not that.
Yeah.
So I want to jump off here. I just want to jump on Insta just because it'll be.
Hey, dude.
Let's do that. I'll run to the bathroom. I'm at that point. I need to use the bathroom anyway.
Cigar and I'll jump on it. I'll start an Insta.
Okay. I'll see you back in a few.
Bye. Hey, can we just say cheers to everybody that was watching us?
Yeah, dude. Cheers to everyone. The ton 1775 is live. $50 for a 5-pack. Dude, these things are absolute banger Robustos. You want to get on it if you can. It's a limited amount. There's like 40 packs left. There might be 39 now with the orders that happen.
As soon as Zach gets his, if the opportunity opens up, we'll probably jump on IG just because I want to do it with Zach when he gets them.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll do one tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We can do one tomorrow night.
Maybe
I'm good with that.
We'll start with our inaugural
Thursday night tomorrow.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Cheers. And if you're interested in sticking around, we'll be on IG.
We'll be over on Instagram. See you guys in a little bit. Bye.
Bye.